Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I am Shannon with Books with a Drink. Today I want to send a short little video. Last week, I do believe, on Saturday, I went to a trail of authors. It was held at the Muskegon Barnes & Noble. Just want to show you the books I got. These are all Michigan-based authors, and all of these books are signed. So this one is Your Average Jane by Marissa Molson. It's so she's average, but solving murder isn't. Jane Smith used to hate being average. With her mousy hair and watery brown eyes, she blends into the background, easily forgotten. But that's exactly what makes her a successful private investigator. While others stand out, Jane goes unnoticed, getting valuable information along the way. Her mother, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. She's nosy, busybody on the neighborhood and always wants Jane to investigate something. This time, it's their new neighbor who has caught her attention. Despite numerous attempts to meet them, they seem to be hiding something. And according to her mother, everyone who rejects her invitation and welcome cookies is something to hide. But when Jane investigates the suspicious death of a local man, she realizes the mysterious house next door may hold the answer she's been seeking for. Little does she know, the web she's about to unravel will also reveal secrets of those closest to her. With the blend of suspense, intrigue, and wit, this cozy mystery will keep readers on the edge of their seats until the shocking truth is revealed. This is going to be part of a series. My next one I got is by Renee Sheffer. It's A Curse by Fate. This is also a series. It says, haunted by her past, stalked in her future, terrified of the future, Irena isn't just your average 21-year-old. She's also cursed. For 500 years, her family line has been cursed to ensure there would never again be an all-seeing eye. They are the balance of the light and dark, with ability beyond anything the world remembers. To break the curse, she must pass three trials. Find her mate and make them hers. Easy, right? One problem, she has to do all of these before she turns 22. Or she's dead. But with a sadistic killer stalking her every move, she trust the six devilish, handsome men tasked with her and her daughter's protection. She knows deep down they are the final piece to the puzzle to break the curse. How, when she cannot even stand the thought of the men touching her, she doesn't know yet, but will have to figure it out quick. With her past threatening her future, can she survive long enough to learn how to love a man or men let alone break the centuries-old curse? Or will the third travel provide to be such, breaking her instead? The other one is by Elizabeth Mayette, Invisible Pursuit. This is based in Grand Rapids, I do believe she said, or Grand Haven. One of them. I can't remember. So she was betrayed at the altar. He's desperate for redemption. Can their love survive a killer deadly obsession? Lawyer Layla Forrester guards her heart as fiercely as she cares for her ailing father. But her manufactured aloofness can't protect her from a mysterious stalker, terrifying chemical threats. And she fears the hazmat suit clad EMT who treats her so kindly has seen through her mask to care for her vulnerability. First responder Jack Trenton would give anything to undo the event that sent his dad to the morgue, and thought he fights every day to save others, knowing he was at the wheel that night chains him to his gills. So when he arrives at the scene of an anthrax scare, his only thought is to comfort the shaken woman, or the shaken female target. Sorry. With the dangers mounting, Layla must place her faith in the man she wishes she could push away. And Jack must convince the beautiful woman that only by working together can they help her avoid the gruesome fate. Can they stop the sadistic killer flatlining their love? Invisible Pursuit is a breathtaking, standalone romantic suspense novel. If you like devoted herons and compassionate heroes and sinister mysteries, then you'll adore Elizabeth Matt's gripping tale. Read Invisible Pursuit to come to the rescue today. My next one is A Flame Under the Moon, a Monica Amor. And I gotta show you this. Isn't that beautiful? This is Callan Valair. He's the MMC in this book. So once an heir, now a warrior, freedom is a luxury Vivian Therese was never meant to have. Born into a kingdom of darkness, untamed powers burned beneath her skin, making her destined to become a weapon. It is the identity she wore to keep hidden, one that led her further into the shadows while keeping her sword raised and tipped with grief. Little does she know she is tied to more than just an ancient prophecy, a decision. Cloaked by the night sky, she's taken against her will by a rude and irritably handsome stranger. He pushes her boundaries and in night's fury like no other. She plans to fight him every step of the way until she discovers the life-changing betrayal by her own flesh and blood. Her captor promises answers to the powers that lie dormant, but she questions his motive. Shadow unveiled. She soon discovers she's not only in the race against time, but her presence also seems to bring division no matter where she finds herself. While she holds the future of Valerity at her fingertips, something darker follows her. Enigmatic forces are at play while visions pull her into the hollow space where the lines of truth is blurred. Time is essence. Will she be able to make sense of it all? Her gifts, or before time runs out, or will shattering truth coalesce the land? I think there's also, let's see, is there a map? No, there isn't. Okay. Then the other one is An Absolute Bloody Disaster. And this is by Lindsay Clement. And I got to show you this one too. Is that not beautiful? And then this one is Charlotte Novelle is your typical 19-year-old girl. She has a obnoxious older brother, friends who drive her crazy, a giant mansion overlooking San Francisco Bay, and refrigerator filled with blood bags. Oh, and did she mention she's a vampire? Because that kind of is important. When Charlotte accidentally kills someone on a busy street in broad daylight, she unwittingly sets off a string of similar murders throughout the city. Not only does these murders seem somehow connected to her, but also an ancient vampire whose revenge-laden shadows has loomed over her family for centuries. Hunted by her best friend's death and subsequently her murder. Charlotte and her deflected family are forced to hunt down a killer before he threatens to expose of vampire kind. After all, what could go wrong, especially with the gaggles of college kids who keeps interflecting their plans and the golden human boy who can't seem to leave her alone. Another one I got was Fear the Wolf by an Alex Stewart, book 1 by Stephanie Gilmore. Look at this little bookmark. There's that side and that side. This one is From the moment she transferred transforms into a werewolf, Alex was terrified. First the man who attacked her, then herself. If the inner wolf breaks free again, people could die, and she'll be the one hunted. Alex struggles to keep her savage passenger caged, but life doesn't make it easy. The commitment ruling and supernatural community would punish her for the slightest misstep. A group of zealots are targeting supernatural beings of all kind. Worst of all, some people are just jerks. For help, she relies on her best friend, Emma, a wizard and the only person she trusts with her secret. But Emma has her own secret, Mitch. He's twisting her into someone unrecognizable, and he may be inflicting the same treatment on other vulnerable supernatural citizens. To save Emma, Alex must make alliances with wizards and werewolves alike, face the committee, unravel deadly conspiracies, and confront her own worst fear herself. And the other one, The Unknown Tales by Lauren Anderson. She's only 19, still in high school. This is an impossible to know every individual story, but this book is dedicated to 7 character stories, divided into 7 different chapters: The Witch from Beauty and the Beast, 3 Fairies from Sleeping Beauty, Fairy Godmother from Cinderella, the Sea Witch from The Little Mermaid, Rumpelstiltskin from The Golden Straw, and of course, The Princess Who Slept Upon the Pea. These are the unknown tales. And the last book I have, A Land So Wide by Erin A. Craig. This is her first adult novel. She's usually an NA. Or not NA. YA author. Sorry about that. Mistakes is a tiny settlement in the beautiful but brutal Canadian wilderness, blessed with rich natural resources and cursed with unspeakable dangers. Just outside the town, Warding Stones looks the bright-eyed, insatiable monster who has rained utter destruction down on nearby villagers. Mistaken founders made a deal to protect those who live there, but at the steep cost, anyone who spends the night within the borders belonging to it forever, until the day when the man Greer Mackenzie loves disappears beyond the Warding Stone. Pursued by a terrifying creature determined to rescue him, Greer must find a way to defy Mistake's curse and brave the cold and pitiless wilderness, but she herself is being hunted. Not only by the ruthless, bright-eyed, but by a hidden truth behind mistaken foundings and her own origin. This deeply atmospheric adult debut. So, apparently in this one, Erin says there is a creature that walks backwards. So I'm really excited to read this. And then here is some character art that went in there. Welcome to Mistaken, A Land So Wide. And then I think it goes this way. And then there's that one. So, looking forward to reading all of these. Again, these are all Michigan authors. I do believe some of them are indie. I do believe. Maybe most of them are. But, so, A Land So Wide. The Unknown Tales. Fear the Wolf. Absolute Bloody Disaster. Cursed by Fate. A Flame Under the Moon. Invisible Pursuit. And Not Your So Average Jane. So if you want to support Michigan authors, I'd go pick these up. Every single one of these ladies are awesome. So again, I would go pick some of these up, and happy reading.